Let's uncover behind-the-scenes secrets of Moana that never made it to the final screens. Throughout production, ideas and scenes were planned, such as Moana's initially important brothers, which were eventually cut to focus more on the protagonist's personal journey. What other surprises were left out, and why? Come find out right here. Hello, you're on Horse Animated, and I'm glad you're here on the channel. Early in the film, there was a deleted scene showing Moana as a child in a tent, with adults during a fierce storm. While the adults discussed the severity of the storm, Moana, concerned about the damage to her village's boats, decides to confront the ocean. As she climbs onto a rock and with a mix of fear and bravery asks the sea to calm down. However, a colossal wave violently knocks her down, leaving her at the mercy of the turbulent waters. Her father arrives in time to rescue her and is visibly upset. He consoles her, but not before blaming her for the incident, reminding her of stories told by Tala about the ocean's unpredictable temper. Tala, seeing Moana drenched and shaken, decides to intervene. In a firm, yet loving tone, she rebukes her granddaughter, explaining that the ocean isn't a toy that follows orders but a powerful being that deserves respect and care. As she shares stories of Maui and ancestral teachings about how the oceans and lands are intertwined, imparting to Moana the importance of a harmonious relationship with the sea. This scene, though cut from the final version of the film, reveals a crucial moment in Moana's relationship with the ocean and her grandmother's role in guiding her. In a deleted scene, Grandmother Tala argues with her son, Chief Tui, about Moana's destiny as the ocean's chosen one. Moana wakes up and overhears the discussion, as Tala insists on revealing to her granddaughter her special role. She is convinced that Moana is the only one capable of saving the island by restoring Te Fiti's heart and argues that there is no other way to avoid imminent disaster. Tui, on the other hand, fears for Moana's fate and wants to protect her from this dangerous mission, seeking alternatives to ensure the island's safety without involving her. As the discussion reveals that Moana's journey to restore Te Fiti's heart is not only a vital mission for the island but also a family legacy. Tui mentions that their ancestors unsuccessfully attempted this same mission, suggesting that saving the island is deeply rooted in Moana's family history. This underscores the importance of Moana's legacy and the challenge she faces in accepting her destiny as the ocean's chosen one. As this scene offers an insightful view into Tala and Tui's motivations and concerns, revealing how Moana's decision to forge her unique path is linked to her family's history and tradition. And the early development of Moana, the protagonist originally had several brothers, approximately 3, who played significant roles in the plot. A deleted scene showed these brothers belittling Moana's navigation skills simply because she was a girl. In an impromptu challenge, they doubt her ability to navigate and discourage her, claiming that navigation is something only boys can do. Determined to prove her worth, Moana accepts the challenge and wins the race, leaving her father surprised and proud of her exceptional abilities. However, Moana's victory is disqualified by Chief Tui, who decides to favor another brother as the winner, ignoring Moana's achievement. This decision frustrates Moana's mother, who initially feels proud of her daughter and later disappointed with the rigidity of their culture's patriarchal rules. Despite her father's reprimand, Moana receives a gesture of support from one of her brothers, who gifts her his boat, indicating a strong bond between them. As this initially planned family dynamic was drastically altered in the final film of Moana, where Moana is portrayed as an only child, without brothers. However, the recent teaser for Moana 2 suggests that the idea of a larger family may be reused, with the introduction of a little sister for Moana in the sequel, as there was a deleted scene that explored Pua's origin in Moana's life, revealing how the protagonist met the adorable pig. Moana discovers that Pua was born in a pig pen but was ill. Feeling compassion for the animal, Moana decides to personally care for and treat him, ignoring her father's warning that the pig would not survive for long. Despite expectations, Pua recovers and becomes a beloved member of Moana's family. During this scene, Moana questions why her people only know of 3 islands and why there aren't others to explore. Her father explains that these are the only known islands and that others simply don't exist. This interaction highlights Moana's desire to explore beyond what is known, a central characteristic of her journey. Although this scene is charming and would add depth to Moana's relationship with Pua, it was deleted to focus on Moana's main mission, finding Maui and restoring Te Fiti's heart. Such decisions are common in film production, where the time and pace of the narrative are carefully balanced to tell the story effectively. Initially, a deleted version of Moana showed Maui and Moana entering Lalatai, the realm of monsters, in search of Maui's hook. In this dark underworld, they faced various challenges, including distracting a giant bat-shaped monster. Maui explained that Lalatai is where monsters and demons go after they die, and many of those he faced during his life were there, making the place extremely dangerous. However, the original idea was discarded, and the character of Tamatoa was added later. Tamatoa's inclusion brought humor and dynamism to the scene, preventing it from becoming too dull and dark. This change contributed to the final film's narrative, making the exploration of Lalatai more engaging and suitable for the overall tone of Moana. A deleted scene showed Moana and her people sailing the sea, but carefully avoiding the coral reef barrier. Moana, however, has a natural curiosity and decides to get closer than usual, but without crossing the barrier. This deeply upset her father, who fears the dangers that lie beyond the barrier. He reminds Moana about her grandfather, who never returned alive after crossing the barrier, highlighting the deadly dangers faced by those who challenge the limits imposed by tradition. In this initial version, Moana already possesses navigation skills, mainly learned from her grandmother Tala. However, in the final film, it is Maui who teaches Moana about navigation and the secrets of the sea during their journey. This narrative change was made to emphasize the relationship between Moana and Maui, as well as to integrate the mythical aspect of the story. About her late husband's love for the ocean, which was as deep as hers, she mentions how Moana's grandfather sailed and one day his boat returned to the beach empty, symbolizing his death and Tui, Moana's father's transition to the role of village chief. Ataila also reveals that she believes Moana's grandfather's spirit reincarnated into a shark, which occasionally visits her and her wife in emotional and comforting moments. As this scene offers an emotional and complex perspective on Moana's relationship with her grandmother Tala and the spiritual connection to her grandfather. However, this story was removed from the final film to focus on the dynamics between Moana and Maui during their journey to restore Te Fite's heart. As let's imagine an exciting new song in Moana's journey with the demigod Maui. The song titled Tough Face would be a true lesson in courage and determination. In it, Maui encourages Moana to be fearless, as the challenges they would face were immense. He teaches her to have an unwavering thirst for survival and to show this determination on her face, adopting a fierce expression. As the lyrics of the song emphasize the importance of being brave and demonstrating that courage through facial expression. With all his wisdom and bravery, Maui guides young Moana to become a true warrior, ready to face any danger that came their way. Although the message of strength and resilience is powerful, I must admit I didn't like the song as much. Despite Maui's good intention in helping Moana this way, I believe that keeping the song You're Welcome was the best choice. The lightness and humor of You're Welcome perfectly match Maui's style and provide a fun and unforgettable moment in the film. And so we conclude our journey through the backstage of Moana, exploring the secrets and scenes that didn't make it to the final version of the film. Which of these deleted stories surprised you the most? Just imagine if Moana's brothers had stayed in the final version. It seems they reused the idea and gave Moana a little sister, which would be very interesting to see. I confess I would also love to meet her older brothers. It's a shame they were deleted. What's your opinion? Comment below which deleted scene you would have liked to see most in the film. As don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like and share with your friends who love uncovering the secrets of the movies we love. Until the next adventure. Ati chinandushing tai di sin the gesa su